morning. It is day 3, but day 2 with my coach. Tuesday was good. Today's Thursday. It's a sprint day, so preparing to go do my 10-minute warm-up. It is 9:55. I'm on time. We kind of mix our days. We start off with the higher volume earlier in the week, and then we mix in some lower volume, speed and technique stuff, and then we go back up to higher volume. I left off on Tuesday saying that I was going to leave off with, some sort of messaging in line with what I'm studying, which class doesn't start until Monday. One of my favorite quotes is, "Be careful how you speak to yourself because you might be listening." Particularly in the year 2020, but in life in general, I have had to remind myself of that time and time again, because you start to believe the things that you tell yourself. And so if you are, speaking to yourself negatively, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, you need to consciously make the effort to speak to yourself positively and to speak life into yourself. Another thing I like to say is, if it's not something you would say to a friend or a close relative or someone you love, why would you even say it to yourself? Those are things that I have to tell myself, particularly sometimes before like a hard workout. Today's not one of those days because I actually like sprinting. I like doing 150s, but I have to remind myself to speak positively to myself, to speak life into myself. I especially learned this year that beyond speaking positively to myself, when I start to have those negative thoughts, I need to ask myself if those thoughts are even real, because most times negative thoughts or words come from a place of fear, and most times fear isn't even real. So be careful how you speak to yourself. When you are speaking to yourself, when you do feel anxiety rising or fear or any of those things, ask yourself, is this real? And once you start to check in with those things, then you can kind of dial back that anxiety and start to bring yourself to a more positive and productive place. So with that, I'm about to go get this warm up in. I see my coach pulling up. Happy Thursday, or whatever day this is going to go up.
Okay. I prefer. Okay.
Faithful and brave.
in my car after cool down. I haven't talked about these headphones. You guys like these bone conduction headphones? I love these things. They're by Aftershocks. But anywho, hot sweaty mess again. Didn't really record much. I recorded some things. It's gonna be a challenge figuring out how to get good footage because I don't have a cameraman. I'm literally just setting up my camera on the tripod and trying to get different parts of different phases of the running, and it'll be a learning curve, but I'm sharing what I can share, so I hope you all appreciate and enjoy. But anywho, today was some sprinting. We had 40s and 150s, working on phases and transitions. Interestingly enough, I got out of the car talking about being mindful how you speak to yourself, and also the other day I talked about like celebrating victories and not waiting for others to give you your flowers. But I did have a bit of positive reinforcement from my coaches today. Bruce, who you actually will get to see both of my coaches on film today because they stepped in the frame without knowing. But my strength coach, Bruce Johnson, came to practice today, and my track coach, of course, Daryl Woodson, was there. Daryl Woodson, aka D2. But they both commented on how I look and starting off at a better position than not even just last year, in previous years, where like the off season would come around and I would like have a real off season and I would come back to training fluffy and have to like shed some weight, tone back up, and so I would be working out of that and then, you know, then getting into track shape. And they both are like, did I hand sanitize? I'm touching my face. I think I sanitized, but I don't remember. Anyway, wash your hands, hand sanitize. I'm clearly obsessed with that right now, mid-pandemic, as numbers go back up. But anywho, they were really impressed and pleased with how I look fitness-wise, and it's encouraging because, you know, the better shape, the better fitness I'm in starting the season means that I can start at a higher point, or a more advanced point. Advanced is the word, you know, where we would if I wasn't. So that was encouraging. That was a victory to celebrate, something to feel good about. As I say that, I feel a tea time topic of speaking about body image and, you know, having these types of conversations with coaches, especially between female athletes, male coaches. And I guess by divine design, was not planned. This is a shirt from my Natasha Hastings Foundation where that is a topic and a large reason for me starting the foundation and wanting to sort of bridge the gaps in some of the areas that I felt, you know, were missing when I was coming up. And one of those being, I actually have never had a female coach. So how do you broach those conversations with male coaches? So that is a topic that I will have to put together some conversations around. Maybe I can have Bruce on and D2, maybe like a Zoom call or something, and get that conversation going. But anywho, it was a good day of practice. I am going home feeling good, feeling accomplished. It's always a great feeling when I've had a good workout and I can go home and focus on other things. So today I'll be working on 400 meter diva stuff. I do need to do some foundation stuff, but of course, mom life. Hope you guys enjoy this content. Like I said, I'm gonna try to keep it coming throughout the season. So this will be kind of a cool like journaling experience for me too, to like look back on and see how the season progresses and where the season lands me. So many things that we're juggling now: the pandemic, postponed Olympics, mom life, business. I'm trying to take the pressure off of myself to come with a perfect product and just come with my story. So anyway, subscribe, like, let me know if you enjoy this content, you want more of this content, or more of what content you want.